I would like to talk about a little bit about how we treating each other as human beings. But first, I would like to apologize a little bit for my English. I'm not a native English speaker, and my grammar may be off, of course, because English is a second language. I also have an accent. So please bear with me, and I hope you can focusing on the message I'm trying to convey. Anyway, what I have in mind is a recent posted video from As Above, So Below. It's a little bit disturbing because what he does is basically he's slandering human-animal. And while I'm very open and for free speech, I think you could say whatever you want. I think we also need to be considerate about what we're saying and maybe also how we're saying things. But there is one thing to like attacking somebody for their opinions which you don't agree with. That's one thing. It's another thing to just use blatant lies. And it's not an opinion of mine that As Above, So Below is lying about human-animal. It's a fact, and it can be easily shown to be a fact that he is lying. For instance, I made a video pointing out some of his lies. That the very same day he posted his video, he claimed that Humanimal had used racist comments and then deleted the video in order to, well, cover up her track, basically. This is not true. The video is there. I took a screenshot of the video the very same day he claimed it had been removed. So, I don't know where he got this idea from, that it was removed either. But the thing here is, he doesn't really do good fact checking. It's obvious, right? Before he makes the claims, he should like check it. So it's reasonable to assume that he just makes it up. That is, he's just lying about it. And then he goes on to claim that Humanimal are using racist comments. What she actually is doing, she's citing someone, and in that citation she's doing an accurate citation by using the N-word. Now, this is something that As Above, So Below seems to have an issue with. I don't know why. Well, actually, I think I know why, and I'm going to come to that. But anyway, so he says she used the N-words, and he claims it's a racist comment. It isn't. It is a citation. It's like, what's the problem here? To the N-word itself, As Above, So Below claims it's one of the worst racist words you ever can use. And like, what? I'm not I'm not aware about that. It's been elected by some committee to be the worst ever racist slur you could use. I've never heard that. I've never seen it being qualified in that way. And I could easily think up about much worse things to say. So, like, where did he get this from? And, in my opinion, because I can't prove this to be the case, but it's my opinion, I think he just made it up. Because he wants to underline something. He wants to underline that Humanimal is a racist, which she isn't. It's clear she isn't, from like her previous videos, if you ever looked at them. But it seems like, as above so below, if I'm taking from what he said himself, he's just been watching 2 videos from her. So what does he know about her? Nothing. Okay, so the next thing here is that he claims she's eating in the bathroom. I don't know what to say about this. It's just silly, because like if you go back to the start of that video, I mean, like he's trying to insinuate that she's sitting on the toilet and eating. But if you go back to the start of that video, it's just a plain chair she's sitting on. And it doesn't look like a toilet to me. I mean, depends on what kind of toilet people has, but like to me, it's not a toilet. It's clearly not a toilet. And also, I know this is not a bathroom. I know that. But you don't have to believe me. You could check her other videos, and in those you will see that she quite often sits at the same spots and talks about whatever it is she likes to talk about. And are you then going to, if you believe it's a bathroom, are you, I mean, she could have put a chair in the bathroom, right? So if you believe it's a bathroom, then you have to believe that she's making her other videos as well in the bathroom, not only eating there, but like having her, what should we call it, video blogs or whatever, in the bathroom as well. Do you think that's the case? I don't think you would assume that's to be the case, and I don't think as above so below thinks that either. In other words, what I think is that it's just again lies. And then we have the issues about what she's eating. This is like when you're looking at the comment section, it's how should I say, it's quite interesting to read the comments. Some people claims you will get parasites, worms, by eating raw beef meat. Well, if you just look at meat to start with, I divide meat I handle meat a little bit differently depending on what kind of meat it is. So like chicken, pork and beef, I don't treat them the same in the kitchen. When I'm dealing with chicken, anything that raw chicken has touched, I consider to be contaminated. And the reason is that there is a very small, it's not big, it's not huge, but there is a small chance that it may be contaminated with salmonella. And the salmonella is a bacteria, and it gives a illness which is not pleasant. So I'm very careful of cleaning everything afterwards, which has been in contact with raw chicken. And as well, I also make sure to always cook chicken so it's no pink inside. I don't eat, if it happens to be pink inside the chicken, I don't eat that. It's just a precaution I have. It doesn't mean it's contaminated, but it's a precaution I have. Pork, I consider it's, how should I say, unclean, in the sense that I wouldn't eat it raw. And that means when I cook pork, I never eat pink pork meat. And the reason for this is because it may contain parasites in the flesh. It's known, pork is known for this. And it has to do a little bit about what kind of food pigs eat. Pigs are omnivores. They eat like anything. So you never really know what a pig has been eaten. So and it may have been contaminated. When it comes to beef, do beef contains parasites? The answer is no. Not beef sold for human consumption. A cow that would be infected with parasite would be a sickly cow, and sickly cows are not slaughtered for human consumptions. So beef meat are quite safe to eat. Of course, it may be a risk, but normally I would say it's safe to eat. And when it comes to eating raw beef in itself, there is nothing strange with this. Think about a rare steak. It's basically raw beef steak, which is just burnt, a little bit burnt on the outside, but inside it's raw. Also, it's regarded delicatess to eat rare or even bloody beef. I wouldn't go so far to say that roast beef is raw, but it's not far from being raw. It's been up to, the core should have been up to about 65 degrees, so that means that it's been cooked inside, because proteins start to go through a chemical process at about 41 degrees, 41 degrees. So it's cooked. But people that are eating raw beef a lot. There is you can do hamburgers, which is still bloody inside, raw. Actually, raw minced beef is eaten just as it is. It's considered a delicacy. And eating raw meat in general is nothing strange. You just take, for example, oysters, salmon, sushi, etc. I can make a long list. And also, if you look at what you put on your sandwich, a lot of the meat has not been cooked. It may have been salted a little bit. It may have been cold smoked or something. But in essence, these are raw meat.